Hey guys, quick update on the WL Toys, the k989 that I used to have, the one I made a video about, and so after I converted it to rear-wheel drive, I started having a bunch of problems, and it did function well. I was able to update or get a new gyro, but my gyro gave up, so I had to do some other changes into it, and I ended up just not wanting to struggle anymore, and I gave up and bought a whole kit, which is just pretty much basically the whole chassis. That's pretty much it. And I also bought another k989 to use as spare parts and make a better modified, more clean car, because the old one I had was ugly and full of wires, and I just try to make it as neat as possible now. And so I bought me it's about a $75 kit. Here it is. It came in from Vietnam. I was searching through Facebook when I actually bumped into this. I bumped into this guy selling a kit for $45. And I ended up contacting him, and it took me a while, but he did reply. He did reply, and shout out to him for selling me this kit, by the way. I don't know exactly how to post a link into YouTube because it's part of Facebook that he's in, and so I bought this kit. It's pretty much this top piece and the bottom piece, and then where the motor is mounted, that's also his. He gives you pretty much everything to go. All you gotta do is just swap in your front piece, pretty much, and your rear. You slap it in there, build it all back together, and this is a pretty much adjustable wheelbase. It's meant to be pulled apart pretty much for better or longer wheelbase. For, if you want a better shell or body, whatever you want, you can slap it on here. But anyways, I got this kit mostly because of the way that it was designed. The servo fits perfectly right here, and what this does, it pretty much just sits right there, and it helps for the steering. He also sells the whole kit. Comes with a little T down in there. Watch, let me show you guys. This T, it also comes with the kit. He provides you all the screws, all of these screws you see in here. Some are missing because I decided not to put them since I'm still working on it. But all the screws that are here, these bottom ones, the ones that go into your own thing, it actually, he doesn't provide those. You should be able to pull those off from your old car and slap it onto here. But he does provide like these small ones up here and these nuts. He provides it all because it's part of his kit. And so I pretty much gave up for the part being because I didn't have tools. But recently I was able to get my hands on tools, and I've been doing a lot more things. One of them is actually modifying a shell, because that shell that I used to run previously on my other video, I used to have this shell right here, which basically is the stock one. It pretty much is the stock one, and then here's the new one that I just bought. So I mean, I just painted it because I was bored, and I didn't really like the rally look. It just didn't fit. It doesn't look like an actual drift car, And so I modified it. Well, didn't modify it, just painted it pretty much. Outlined the body kit, whatnot. And I got bored of it. So I was like, maybe I should try something new. I ended up coming across metal bodies, which, by the way, pretty cool idea and all, but they're just hard to work on because, you know, they're heavy. They're heavy. You have to cut into them like I did right in there. I had to cut it right here because of the servo. Other than that, it does look cool. Believe it or not, it does look cool. Doors open and all, you know. It is pretty cool. I won't lie to you guys. But see, right here, the hood bumps into the suspension of this. Which you can take this out, but it's still going to hit on the suspension on the monoshock. But back here it's also raised because I have my gyro in there. But yeah, it looks quite neat in my opinion. Look, it's pretty snug. Other than the back, it's lifted because I have stuff in there. But that's pretty cool. That looks cool and all. And I gave up on this metal body because I don't have the right tools to cut into it, which I recently have gotten a tool, but then I bumped into this, which is a diecast kit. And oh my god, I am so in love with this stuff. Like, it's just so it's so perfect, because if I buy any sort of diecast, now that I have a extendable wheelbase, pretty much this helps so much because you can slap any body onto it, and you can extend it, or you know, pull it back closer. You can adjust it like crazy. And pretty much yeah, I've been having quite some fun doing diecast projects. And well, here's one that I did, which is an S10 truck. I have the whole kit. It's right up here. I have the whole kit, all the pieces and everything, but all I ended up using was pretty much just the body shell. I'm probably just gonna use the body shell and like the regular things like lights and the glass, and that's about it. And so here's what I've been working on. I went to Hobby Lobby and I ended up buying me some molding clay. And oh my god, this thing it is so beautiful. Watch this. So you guys, this is what it is normally. That's what it should look like. And here's how I have it right now. Because I molded on the clay and then pretty much kind of sanded it down as smooth as I could. And I did like a little spoiler on it on the back. I did a wide body on it. And then I had to also, this kind of looks a little bit off because I needed extra space, but look how this fits though. I take out the hood. This fits awesome, man. So yeah, the back looks freaking awesome. Look at that. I still have to work on the front, which actually goes on like this. So there you go. That's a better, yeah, there you go. That's how it's actually gonna sit, because if it's too forward, it's gonna look ugly and weird like that. That's not how it's supposed to be. So I scooch it back a little bit. It's gonna be front is gonna be raised a little bit, which I don't know, it looks a little bit weird, but it'll be okay. And the back is just gonna sit there perfectly. I did a little, what do you call it, a wing back here, ducktail kind of thing. And then I did a little spoiler back here. I try to do it as low, like as best as I could, because molding is not that easy, trust me. Okay, let me scoot this back real quick. Right about there. I also molded this into the front. And yeah, pretty much I did that. And here, let me show you guys. I ended up, so here's the bed. Here's the actual bed where the back, this goes on the back, you know. But since I have all of these right here, I did end up cutting this hole right here for the mortar so it can fit. But I just like, I'm like, man, I don't know. It looks kind of cool. It looks kind of cool, like the way it shows, you know, the internals, like the engine. Maybe not in here, it doesn't look so cool. I'll probably just paint the windows black. But, you know, like the shock, this stuff almost like, it looks like if it was an actual engine in there. But, I mean, I'll probably put some of the engine pieces in there, maybe between the shock and so on. I don't know. I'll think of something. I still haven't mounted the back, which I still have to work on, but I'll figure out a way. The front, I'm pretty much going to mount it right here on that sponge, because right here on this sponge, I'm able to just lay the shell on here, and it actually gives a pretty good height to the front right here. I think it looks neat. I have this S10 truck, and I also bought me a R32 kit. Or actually, no, it was a, my bad. It was a R33 that I bought. It's a kit. I haven't done anything to it because I've been focused on this S10. I love little trucks. I still have to put also the front lights. What else did I do? That's a regular ass wheel. I just painted with markers. Is these markers. It's kind of like I don't know how to describe them, but I just know that they're really liquidy. They're super liquidy. They're not like dry markers that you normally use on your average day. They're like super liquidy markers. And yeah, I still have to sand down the edges, like right there, so that it's super smooth and not too ugly, you know, sticking out too much. So I actually got my hands on a Dremel recently, and I definitely recommend you guys to get one of these. They're actually, normally I got this one at Walmart, but I'm pretty sure you can find them like Home Depot or so. $50. Definitely recommend it. I got this one, and then, so true story, I got this one, and then I ended up going to a kind of like a thrift store, and I found pretty much this same brand, but like a big one. It looks like it's on steroids. It's super huge. It looks almost like a drill or something. It's fat. It's big. I found it for $14, brand new in a box, man. Somebody used it and then they donated it pretty much. And I ended up grabbing it, buying it, and I took it home. I have it somewhere back here, but anyways, just showing y'all the car. So for this clay stuff, if you guys want to do it, I recommend you guys to get a Dremel, because it is so easy to like shape it in shape, and just sand down with the Dremel. It's so useful. $60, like I told you guys. That small one, the big one that I was talking about, it's like 100 something. Depends, I don't know. But I got mine for $14 at a thrift store, so quite happy. And yeah, pretty much that's it, guys. I will probably keep posting updates. I don't know. I'll probably just keep updating about the body shell and so on. I still have to sand it down, like I said, and then after sanding it down, I think I'm pretty much done, and most likely just paint it. I'll just paint it, and yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'll give you a quick view. And I'll probably keep buying more of these kits later on when I have more money, or you know, time. as well. I'll keep buying some of these kits, and if you guys want to know which kits actually fit well, I'll let you guys know what kits of these fit well, because not all fit because of the monoshock. Normally the biggest problem is the monoshock, that normally a car sits super low, that the monoshock hits the hood, just like the Corvette I showed you guys. But the R33 it seemed to fit perfect. I already drilled holes for the R33 to hook onto here, and yeah, let me turn it around real quick. Like I said, I still have to mount this body shell. Also, another thing I forgot to mention is that with the kit that I bought, the guy actually sells you the rods, these rods, and the little knuckles. So pretty much he sets you up for you to just swap in everything you have in your regular K989. You don't have to struggle about anything. And yeah, I recommend it. It's pretty dang good. But like I said, I had a, let me see if I can find it. I had a what's it called? H1G1, I think, something like that. It's a gyro. Yeah, I had it plugged into here, and I don't know what's going on with it, but I plugged it in, and it died. Like, not even a single blinking light, nothing. It's dead. Doesn't react, nothing, and it was acting up. And so I just ended up using my super old one that I have from my first video, and I ended up using that because I don't have money right now to buy an actual gyro. I still have to work on buying an actual better motor, and also the receiver. I need to get an actual controller because, you know, I already have this nice car, but I just have really crappy electronics on it. And it does drift right now pretty okay. It's nothing too perfect. It still spins out, for the fact being that the gyro is not too good. It's cheap as hell. It's a $15 gyro, so I mean, it's not like it would do any good, but at least it's driftable, you know. But yeah, that's how I have it set. And pretty much for the adjustment of the wheelbase, you loosen these up, this nut right here with the screw right there, and another screw right here, and you loosen up this one up here and this other side, and you can pretty much retract the RC car to be shorter. Pretty much you can retract it to be shorter for better fitting, you know, if you have a smaller car. Because now, let me show you guys. Now these regular bodies, look at that, see, this is the stock body, and it doesn't fit anymore. But if I wanted to make it fit, I just retract it back and it would fit perfectly. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see if I can post the link of the guy from the Facebook guy, if anybody's interested in buying his kit, or at least checking out his kit. Like I said, his kit is actually 45 bucks, and he's in Vietnam. I ended up contacting him, and in total it came up to me to $70 because of the shipping. So I recommend you guys, he told me that next time if I buy one of his chassis or his kits, to order more than one, because it's not worth it to just order one and then pay double the price almost for just one, you know. It'd be much better if you buy two kits and make it more worth it in the shipping. So pretty much what he does, he you pay him through PayPal or whatever you're gonna pay him through, and then he sets you up pretty much. He goes into the post office over there and ships it to you. And it took about like a week and a half to arrive. That's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys like my K989. I'm sorry for being such a noob at RCs, but I'm still quite new to it. I don't know that much about them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If I do work on the R33 and do a wide body or anything to it, I'll probably just also post it so you guys can see it. Once I paint this bad boy and finish them up, but I still need I'm gonna put a dash bar back here if I can, with some sort of straw or some little piping or something if I can. I still have to mount it. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed and are able to get some inspiration, or at least get some knowledge on where to get shells, at least body shells. This one was about like I believe it was like 35 or close to 40. I don't remember. It was a little bit ago, and I've been having so much stuff these days. So about $30 to $40, you guys are able to get one of these bodies. They have RX-7s and so, but like I said, they're really low profile cars. They're low, and if it's too low, it's gonna hit on your monoshock unless you somehow modify the monoshock to be somewhere else. You're gonna have to struggle with that. But I can guarantee you guys pretty much is this little truck S10. If you guys find it, you want it, go ahead and get it. It should fit, but you will have to work on the back mounting for sure, because I'm pretty sure it's not that hard. You just have to find a way to mount it somehow, either magnets or something. For me, I was planning on covering the whole bed with some sort of plastic because, you know, it was open, but I wanted to cover it, but I don't know, I kind of like how it looks, you know. So yeah, alrighty, see you guys.